Hindi maituturing na may merger ang TV5 at ang ABS-CBN. Yan ang pare-parehong sinabi ng ilang mambabatas at ng iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno sa dinaw sa pagdinig sa Kamara kanina. Makatutulong din daw ito para mapalakas ang kompetisyon. Nasa frontline balitang yan si Greg Gregorio.
Interpretation of our...
Sumalang sa joint meeting ng House Committee on Legislative Franchise at Committee on Trade and Industry ang kinikwestyong investment agreement sa pagitan ng TV5 at ABS-CBN. Nag-ugat yan sa pagpuna ni Sagip Party List Rodante Marcoleta sa naturang deal.
Yun po bang pagkakabili ng substantial stocks ng ABS-CBN ng TV5? Hindi po ba nagbibigay ng substantial control yun? Kung sinasabi po nila, Mr. Chair, na hindi po merger ito, hindi po acquisition, ito po circumvention lamang Mr. Chair.
Sabi ni Marcoleta, kailangan tingnan ng National Telecommunication Commission, Philippine Competition Commission at Securities and Exchange Commission kung may paglabag sa agreement ng dalawa. Pero si Albay Representative Edcel Lagman naniniwalang walang mali sa investment deal ng TV5 at ABS-CBN. Sa ilalim ng kasunduan, hahawakan ng ABS-CBN ang 34.99% minority shares sa TV5. At bagamat posible pang tumaas ang shares ng ABS-CBN pagkatapos ng 8 taon, hindi ito dapat lalagpas sa 49.92% shares.
The deal is not a merger, where one entity absorbs another or two entities fuse to form a new one, as defined by the Philippine Competition Act. There is no franchise issue. Section 10 of TV5's renewed franchise under Republic Act number 11320 is not violated by the transaction because there is no sale.
Maging ang PCC at SCC, sinabing hindi merger ang kasunduan ng TV5 at ABS-CBN.
It is not a merger from our perspective, but it is an acquisition because there is a purchase of shares. The transaction also relates only to acquisition of shares that would result in ownership of 34.99% of voting shares, and therefore not meeting the requirement of the acquisition of at least 35% of the voting shares in order to qualify under this size of transaction test. And therefore, under this second test, it appears that the transaction is not notifiable.
Naglabas din ang memo ang NTC noong June 2022 na nagsasabing kailangan munang makakuha ng clearance mula sa Bureau of Internal Revenue, Bureau of Customs, Local Government Unit at SEC bago pumasok sa kasunduan sa kumpanyang may prangkisa.
Kung ito po ay itutuloy ng TV5, ang kanila pong transaction with ABS-CBN, then we would ask for the said clearances to be submitted to the NTC before we can approve po the commercial agreement that they entered into. Magbibigay din po kami ng clearance kung wala pong pending sa amin na babayarin or admin case.
On mergers and acquisitions.
Pero question niya ni Lagman,
I don't think the NTC has the power to amend or impose new restrictions to a legislative franchise. This is a derogation of the legislative power, and we cannot allow Congress, we cannot allow NTC to make a mockery of the franchises issued by the Congress.
Napag-usapan din sa joint meeting sa Kamara ang epekto ng investment agreement sa pagpapalakas ng kompetisyon.
Actually, that would not even be in competition with Channel 7 because right now, GMA7 is wala nang competition sa kanila. Am I right?
Perhaps with the investment agreement between ABS and TV5, TV5 will be strengthened to be able to compete more effectively with GMA7. That is something that will be examined by our Mergers and Acquisition Office if we review the transaction.
Naniniwala rin si ACT Teachers Party List Representative Franz Castro na makatutulong sa kompetisyon ng investment agreement ng dalawang media giant. Kasabay niyan, tinanong din ng NTC kung may nakita ba silang paglabag.
Tingin niyo po ba may na-violate?
Sa TV5 po, preliminarily wala po kami nakikita.
Walang kinatawa ng TV5 at ABS-CBN sa naturang joint meeting. Nakatakda namang maglabas ng rekomendasyon ang Merger and Acquisition Reviewer Unit ng PCC para malaman kung may batayan pa ba para sila ay magsagawa ng motu proprio review ng naturang agreement. Nagbabalita mula sa Frontline, Greg Gregorio, News 5.
Narito po ang opisyal na pahayag ng TV5 at ABS-CBN kaugnay ng kanilang investment agreement. Para tugunan ang mga isyong inungkat ng ilang mambabatas at ng National Telecommunications Commission, nagkasundo ang TV5 at ABS-CBN na pansamantalang ihinto ang kanilang closing preparations. Sa pamamagitan nito, magkakaroon ng pagkakataon ng dalawang media organizations na sumagot sa mga issue at paunlakan ng anumang nauukol na pagbabago sa terms ng investment deal. Kapwa naniniwala ang TV5 at ABS-CBN na ang kasunduan ng dalawang media companies ay magkakaroon ng magandang epekto sa Philippine media at sa free-to-air television na nanatiling pinakaabot kaya at pinakamalawak na tagapaghatid ng entertainment at serbisyo publiko sa mga Pilipino.